the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Minority Leader Honorable Alexander Omanhene Kwamena Afenyo Markins Eko piemu Adum FM Dwaso nsem Abana Omanhene Kwamena Asante Atena Dwem na nkomo didie mu a ene de omudi nkomo yie pa na nkomo didie mu a ana Omanhene Kwamena Asante eko raise concern about enuma bi a ekoso NPP amanyoko ne he aka emreketua bi na prime minister eba so nyame adoma 31 January 2026 na party no delegate akoto aba opani a obelidi party no ewo the 2028 general election ne omo campaign na tro mo campaign no ma bi a ekoso kasatwitwi die a ekoso omo campaign yemu no asema minority leader ene minority caucus no de ben ano aya omoye efa na omoka efa nam sema party no candidate no na presidential candidate no campaign yemu no we a na auto amaniwe na we a auto amaniwe ene honorable Alexander Omanhene Kwamena Afenyo Markins edin Nsem-Pii na ene tudwa na seba ko de tudwa pa Kwame Bafo Abronye ene online political talk show out to the evidence show so Nsem-Pii na Nkofumebe na criticize Kwame Bafo Abronye say otane live program na Nsem-Pii na no de tudwa NPP amanyoko no empanifo any NPP amanyoko no na Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markins minority leader say ono wafre Abronye edin Nsem-Pii na ato nanim na ensema ene minority leader editu udwa no Nsem-Pii TV meka ni nyina na nye NPP party no so nsem kwa no editu udwa sade nsem kakra tu udwa efa wontumi case aba cause party no word ban the Ashanti region wontumi na Ashanti region original chairman na NDC amanyoko no so de ne fa oya omimu ye eno so de me na minority no so aya fa ho ene kwana honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markins edin Nsem-Pii na etudwa
ye befim anope masam ye krupe to all party full soldiers party leaders yan kote nyi party a ye kodomun sohwe mu mesre party mba abotar. I know people have interests. Interest is obia obi. You may have a regional interest, you may have religious interest, you may have tribal interest, but to the extent that you are an MPP member, no, who interest should be MPP and MPP alone. Ibio, a crew year in Eziban. For instance, presidential prime minister Okodi. All the yenina ye there after 31st January. Or there, yeah, campaign. Whoever will win. Be it Dr. Baumia, be it Honorable Kennedy Japan, be it Honorable Educhum or Honorable Brian Achampon. Announced today, yeah, many paying Cabinet Japan. We partying na bobom. Inti ya no kasa. Yana na montu. Minimde aza wo friend ebufu wo binum wo mu de dem anadem but me pede MPP biara oltie manope okay no hu de
leader
Mami Omanhene
leader deal with the reality. Your party is disgruntled.
I am making
disjointed.
A point. Can you
to the extent that conversations and also in between followers of your presidential candidate, they are deepening the woes of the country. The reason why I am passionate about this is that we are a potential government in waiting. Sani catching this before. Some demonstrate subina and na mode ba bema ye can't must your time. If you look at the words that are being that party members of you, one presidential candidate, and some even affecting this current administration. How do we entrust power? How do we believe? How do we cut you people to size? Now opposition and your power. What will you do? So you should admit that at this point there's no party. Where is your leadership? Who is the go-to person in your party? Who is the go-to person? Who regulates the front of the New Patriotic Party now? That's why when you said my party, I asked which party? Because it's coming across that there is no party in existence.
Mpocho area.
Leader Mitio.
Mitumi kasa. Medase. Omanhene. Baby ejina na baby a mejina no. Difference bi enyim. Baby a wujina wasama kan sesia. Na za musumrekin. Difference enyim. Is our approach. I admit that we are having challenges. I admit. Ono sasunti in America there. Yen nyina yen hwe azekase na ode yen enyim. Omanhene NDC for our baby. I can tell you from where I sit, all is not well. But what will understand me there are a one party. And that is the spirit I want so as MPP. The Yazi Beshayinumu, Neza Boyanabra. Party Bia Numuasam, Party Bia in some womb. But it won't be here there. Abuter be busy in him. Niya Yawunta Sibi there for the sake of the party. Azibiowa Yen Jim. Asama Hurricane. Say minimi nwe bi wasama nye radio do na me kaka to the parliament na menye me colleague bi enye adwena na me kaka wo social media no nti no menye wo ya adwene de or there party mbe nyinara wogitum de internal elections onye atwerko obiare kire na adwen enna se wo twa bani wie nsuso a candidate ni nyina or the work bom bibinti na me pronounce wo parliament there into obeya ahen MPs no yenye neutral no bia no yeme ya adwen but za oyam donyi the so far MPs are we declare war campaign no they are being decent. That is my joy. Can all others do same? Sebio a co-campaign am a candidate. Can Azar candidating was a frank and Nsem-Pii obotum waye zabua party in Oman Ghana. Intino share in the prosecution in the press conference. And this is because when we there, you know, seem to be wayan. Mama Kawaro Nsem-Pii. Make Kawaro Nsem-Pii. It was this hot afternoon. Now make a parliament and I met there. Watch you wound to me. So me do parliament main entrance into the chamber. I met 3 of young colleagues at Wofia Ashanti region. Omanhene te hani yo. Ana maybe someone there hey. Na okay, also walk of you. Na masina wanted there. What you want to me? And yeah, was a mama no oh kakra. Na another pray me bona ba do meti do do amasor. Ye nyina ye wo mfom but another pray me hu ne so organizer da. Me kra chamber no musa no Kobna, asem we there, I say you 200 more. Quickly, organize the members, young walk to Yoko. Mda yaka katina phone, ma binum kasa wa ho na aze. Now, kasa ofi enuano ma mission one earlier. Mampe ana yeso krebe. Me beto me bisa mo asem bi de eh. Into say MPP na ye power. And the NDC were opposition. And the Sebio NDC voter regional chairman. And now a regional chairman in the north. Why you bibimpa? Can we do this? Can he be arrested just like that and humiliated? You dare not. Because if you go to voter region, there's that unity. Bia, a could touch a party activist at that level from voter, you won't dare because of unity. Bibi Bopusu. And I realized that a whole Ashanti region, the base, MPP, young woman in Ashanti region. Now, young regional chairman watching was in it to choose some them because the opponent realized that there was no unity. But that's Massa. In that watch Ruby, in that was a Koji bill, in that was a cover property, bra. Nina and this for wo gauge. Oh, Kofunampo, a crew and you want him. It's a crowd on phobia. And you see, you can say that on Yao or you'll be. And NDC, they are very smart. They always follow it up with a narrative. And you're careful, you may think that the person is so guilty. Look at Kwabene Dubois, a whole national security operative. Where Jumani Mese Morte. Then they put out a narrative, be the Sebi, or we Sika. That is NDC for you. The point I'm trying to make here is that because NDC funu there, Nyanumi Kruya and Shada, you want him. If you touch one, you've touched that particular one. But if NDC funim the if you go and touch one, you've touched all. They won't. No, won't you mean as some now or the one? No, oh yeah, as if film there. Because of lack of unity in the region. Pertinent to answer worker. And then another one is Yeni Abronye. I know that sometimes people may have their own views about Abronye approach.
It's not about people. Do you have your own view about that as a leader?
Oh, yes, of course. And I've told him. Oh, of course. I mean, I have my own views about the excesses of his actions. I've told him. He's my junior brother. But it does not also mean that when somebody is going after him, the party will disown him. Make our assembly bill. Somewhere 2018, one of the lawyers in my law firm, Okaji NDC in Bini case, the Oreye. It was this investigation, prosecution, EBR. And now, starting also, Abronye or any yanko. Inti, one friend on any case, man. Do you know what happened on mine? A very senior member of NDC called that lawyer in my law firm. No catching the Opedoman weekly updates of the case. Now, every Friday, that woman was calling the lawyer. And Obiskachin, they look, the gentleman is a party product. Now, one NDC for Warren Makwana Obiakeke in one case. And you know what they did? Julius Zebra no office be Joulu. No office be Joulu. That is where they end. Then they use that office and another office at Cantonment. A one there are two offices. And now what do you worry has what's now what access the case no, and then they move as a united force. It's not a matter of Obirukoni baby, no. NDC ensured discipline. The yes, or your party na our appointment. Na asama bon. So asama bon, it will take the same party machinery to help you. So it's not about Obi Kafane lawyer, Obi Akafane lawyer, Obi Akafane lawyer. Inti yenu anoma wo cases na dini nyina. I'm just reminding them that your party ninti na koton so short them. Yield to the party. Na party no one legal representation as in the party will come together. Now you move as a united force. Otherwise, yenu anomno wa pick a kur was wa kasha wa pick a kur we gweni mase. Because they moved with a united voice. And them in Amayo Simbiano Wayen. sa ayadama awoso amezemu so amimenka yahwe obi so nka yahwe ebohun na enyimgwasen was a kaka won nyina nti woman yen nyina yen hye ne so Omanhene, look at them onerous bill conditions. Why would it be the Obi say, oh, investigate Obi and cover property worth this in your property now? Look, I mean, come on, continue. Inchesebio, Eko Yoko, and Eko BNI. No one catch the cover property bra as a condition for your bail. You decline.
You decline.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. You see, it's a political question. Nimpa no as a cover property. Now what did America? I mean, what kind of cover property, bra? Inibi. You gonna kwai. Say Yoko, what starting na? Obi say, okay, no famutum. Omanhene, JB down kwana nini anu no. Say self-sacrifice no. Ibi amba nka party no endu baby ayedu yo ba force akoto ya asante ne chiame NLM odim tintintin buache jako ne papa meka wose oyesikenya oye mapa watchire party no ozigwan atu no kon ho na wona wo kwa kantam wo nem impeyinfo what sacrifice GH mensamo what do what care to one. If they were looking at their comfort, they wouldn't have done what they did. Omanhene, you know, I just want to remind all of us. We should know that it will take collective sacrifice. I'm not saying everything must be perfect. But look, let's go through some pain. Let's go through some pain. Na yin nkonyimzi baba. Omanhene, I'll give you an example from home. Mr. Father, our friend IK Esibu, obi enyim no wosimpa. Onye police station executive or your MPP activist. Enyim asem otun 96 Kufone campaign odim dindindin Pomasi Poultry Enterprise. Mr. Father, one or yejumo. Now, after the election, with demoting, neither why bono politics inti or a missing foreman, with demoting wayen was about to the grade of watchman. And now, after that, and so what transfer no crow Ankafu, you know, Ankafu leprosarium one, just right opposite it. There is an old warehouse belonging to Pomasi Poultry, and one old machine, sir.
It's not in use.
Onye Juma kra what ogu. Now what transfer no kra? Do you know what? Mr. Fado onya letter no. I remember na musam was in Augustins. Ya makon. Ya mabefi obey. Okachem mame Esther. Say MPP nti was monko anka for moko.
His basis was MPP nti. MPP
nti Mr. Fado. And the oh man, nenwe fra wezi 84. Wenzi da anytime I show man enyim na me raho me say da e bra wo party ho nchende menyi genye da o man nenyo bo hwaze na we hu da ne sacrifice or sacrifice no mfaso bi abon o man. Let me continue the story. O man crawl ankafo na mommy okasran na yekọ ankafo a onye akwatafo no na onyo onfa no na still a preach MPP wo. When Jaro Hoda, one not the crow retirement, he was never transferred back to Winneba. Obioye missing foreman, MPP, was no crow Ankafu, the uncle watchman. In other wire one, why bonibia, na bonani there, or your campaign with Jumum, Bojatamasa. If or the Sobi Senum in the own dubia into party no ontum emanimodo enyim da ne papa ye oye sumo sumi MPP embrisu ya mi wie school a mama mudo obiaso kwekwesi bonaba oh atoze esibu ne ba wo papa nti me care da me first assembly man na me wini wo Kodwo Bedu campaign nyina no na wo bonizin oh esibu me bi efutu waka de esibu me bi na chede esibu ne ba.
But the MPP then, the MPP now, there's a big difference.
What I'm trying to I'm making a point. I'm making a point that how is it don't party biara but go through. Yeni nyinara yenka yenechi. Omanhene, another example. Sunday was a Sunday. Monday na ya vetting. Sunday I needed to consult all the party elders. As at 2 a.m. na many President Kufuor ye woni fe webri. O man na where's the 87 o says 87 plus, right? Consulting him for ideas. Mifiwo opinion bisu return. As at 3 a.m. na many Uncle Freddie Blay. O man wo phone do on day. Na many Professor Okwe on day. Yakasa. By 6 o'clock Monday anopa medu President Akufo-Addo or say the morning court now. Oh sorry, 6 o'clock at that age or daughter party ninti. And I know many more elders are party ninti was sacrifice.